Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depends what time you are tuning in. Welcome to Bali. We are in Bali, and I thought we'll make this quick video that talks about what are the few things that you should know before you come and land here, right? I'll take you through one by one.
Hey,
How are you?
Hi,
How
are you?
yeah, I'm good, man. All the best.
Yeah.
Tomorrow going to Nusa Penida, man. Hence I can't. Keep in mind, Bali is a place which has terrific traffic. So if you are not someone who is used to driving with high traffic, preferably should avoid taking that risk. So that perhaps is the important point number one. The next important point before you land up in Bali, of course, is that to ensure that your passport should have a validity of at least 6 months, which means suppose you are wanting to stay here for a month, so your passport should be valid for 1 month plus 6 months. That's the other point. If you can't do without Indian foods, it's a pro tip, so you will have multiple of them. The only thing is that these are excruciatingly expensive and really not recommended for most of the places unless you find some cheap deals, which we haven't found. So don't preferably book your activities while coming from India. These are much cheaper than you can get here. We have also done multiple stuffs here, so it makes sense to book it from here. The other is what kind of visa you would get. So of course there is the long stay visa, and there is a visa on arrival, and of course there is these people who can apply for a sticker visa from those countries which doesn't allow a visa on arrival. Now for visa on arrival, which is the most used one, around 92 odd countries, this is a list which is available, are allowed to come and do a visa on arrival here. You need to pay $35. There's a dedicated video coming on the step-by-step guide because we've just done this, so perhaps that will be handy for you. Just kindly hold on or recommend it to the channel, but it's a very easy process. They will ask for your passport, they'll ask where are you staying, and that's it. And they will ask whether you want to pay in USD or you want to pay by card. You choose an option and you do that. If your country is not on the list of those 90 odd countries for visa on arrival, then you can apply for a visa. This is the website which is there. Preferably I would request don't do that. If you can manage a visa on arrival, it's great, but otherwise there's nothing much you can do. And if you have want to stay for 60 days without a sponsor, now you have a 211A visa which is available. There's a dedicated video which is available on the channel. It costs a little more. You cannot extend that visa, keep that in mind, but you can get 60 days to stay there. So that essentially is about visa. Say hi. So once you have landed and you have done your immigration and all that, don't forget to get your e-custom declaration done, because that's something which you have to keep in mind, very important. People will ask for it. In-flight e-custom declaration is gone now, it's not required. So there is an electronic form available, you will find in the description box. Fill it up. You fill basic details, try and fill it up 2 to 3 days before arrival, because you will not get the start date or beginning of journey date as you do it earlier. So once you do that, a QR code will be generated, download it and keep it in your phone, save it and all that. That will come handy. Okay, now once you are in, you would need a SIM card. So honestly, there are around 4 to 5 SIM card vendors which are available there. Take an option. If you are heavily into data, you can take an option that would have a combination of a data and calling. So we did from Telle Salat, I can't pronounce it properly, we took it from this one. and it was costing us 5,50,000 IDR. That has some 51 GB of data and 100 minutes of local calling. You might need local calling, but again, take a pick. People here use WhatsApp, you need not worry about that. So that's something which is there. There is also one more vendor which is available, which also gives you an eSIM. So you do not need to have a physical SIM always inside. So if you have a facility that can give you an eSIM, that comes really handy. The next is how do you go to your hotel. So if you can get a hotel transfer done by your hotel with whom you are booking, superb. Else you need to download two apps. One is a Grab, another is a Gojek. Now there will be a dedicated video available in this channel. If you are seeing this video immediately after download, immediately after that we have posted, then perhaps you will not see it right now, but in a couple of days time you will see it. So preferably download two apps. One of course is Grab, another is Gojek. Preferably just step out of the airport and try booking any of this. There is a dedicated Grab lounge also which is available. They will help you. So the cars will come pick you up. Ensure that you upload your card details there. Very important, from where the money will be deducted. The same like a Ola or Uber or anything, whichever part of the world that you are showing, any ride hailing apps. So that's something which you have to keep in mind, download and keep it ready. So that will take you to your hotel. Yep. The other thing that you have to keep in mind is your currency exchange. Needless to say, airport would give you not so great rate. You come out of the airport, you will get better rate, but any which way, if you have your Grab or Gojek activated, you really need not worry, because there the payment to the hotel will anyway be taken care if you don't have an airport transfer. So if you have liked this content and if you feel there's a merit in it, so really it would help if you can subscribe to the channel and perhaps share this video to somebody who perhaps would be traveling to this part of the world. Thank you again for your time, and meet you in the next one.